How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and everything relating to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, fortunately for us, a lot of things have been happening and moving pretty quickly in regards to the MCU. The Disney Plus shows are well on their way. We got our first trailer for the WandaVision series not too long ago. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is currently filming, and we are getting many leaks for that series. Production has resumed on many of the other Marvel projects, and we are getting more Spider-Man 3 news than ever, including the reveal from a Sony executive that we are going to be getting our first look at Spider-Man 3 by the end of this year. So there's a ton of hype around Spider-Man 3 right now, but with so many different reports coming out each week, people are finding it kind of hard to keep up with everything going on. So in this video, I'm going to be going over all of the characters that are confirmed to be in Spider-Man 3 and all of those that are rumored to be in Spider-Man 3 as well. And if you love Spider-Man, be sure to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on all the Spider-Man news, and also so you have a chance to win an Iron Spider Funko Pop. Just subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment down below. Well, of course, to start it all off, Tom Holland is coming back as Spider-Man. Now, of course, we obviously knew this, but he did give us quite a scare there when the Sony Marvel deal was kind of up in the air. But he is returning for Spider-Man 3 that will take place in the MCU, and he's bringing his friends with him. MJ, played by Zendaya, Ned, played by Jacob Batalon, and Flash Thompson, played by Tony Revolori, are returning for Spider-Man 3, and this is confirmed. And of course, you have probably heard the very recent and exciting news that Doctor Strange is going to be in Spider-Man 3. This was confirmed a couple of weeks ago and definitely brings a whole entire aspect to what Spider-Man 3 could be. For example, when the Morbius trailer dropped, we all saw that Spider-Man existed within his universe, and then at the end of the trailer, we saw Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture from Spider-Man Far From Home, two different universes. Well, Doctor Strange is a character who does have the ability to open up portals to different universes, meaning that if somebody, say a villain, found their way into our main universe, Doctor Strange would be the one to know how to get them to go back or defeat them. It is confirmed that Doctor Strange is going to be taking on the mentor role of Peter Parker. Peter has basically had a mentor each film. In the first film, he had Tony Stark. In the second one, he kind of had Nick Fury. Of course, it was actually Talos, but he was there for him, and of course, so was Happy. And now the mentor in Spider-Man 3 will be Doctor Strange. And speaking of Doctor Strange's role and different universes, it has been confirmed that Jamie Foxx is going to be reprising his role as Electro. Now, of course, we saw Jamie Foxx playing Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man #2. And there's actually been kind of conflicting rumors about his role. Some reports have said that Jamie Foxx's Electro is going to be an entirely new Electro and not from the Amazing Spider-Man universe. However, when the announcement was made that Jamie Foxx would be joining the next Spider-Man film as Electro, he posted to his Instagram confirming that he was indeed going to be in the next film. And on the Instagram post, he put a picture of Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. Now, there's really no reason for him to post a picture of the Spider-Verse unless the Spider-Verse actually has something to do with his return. And also, why would they have Jamie Foxx play Electro again if he was going to be a different Electro? Why not just get a different actor? Because after all, that is kind of confusing. So as of right now, it's not yet confirmed which universe Electro is going to be from, but I'm going to assume that he is the one from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. The next character is Craven the Hunter, who is presumed to be the main villain of the movie. What we assume is going to happen, since Peter Parker's identity has been revealed, everybody knows that he's Spider-Man, some people are going to want him dead. And that's where Craven the Hunter comes in. Someone could have hired Craven to track down and take out Peter Parker. But recently, there's another rumor going around of what Craven the Hunter could actually be. And I have to say that if this rumor ends up being true, I am totally and completely okay with it because I think it's awesome. But as rumor has it right now, and theory since it's not yet confirmed, Craven the Hunter could be an interdimensional traveler who wants all of the Spider-Man dead. This would actually be a really cool twist since we're pretty sure Spider-Man 3 is going to introduce the Spider-Verse and of course the multiverse. And since we've had multiple reports stating that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are reprising their their respective roles as Spider-Man and will end up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the same universe of course which Tom Holland's Spider-Man exists in, it would kind of make sense for Craven the Hunter going between different universes tracking down these different Spider-Man. But as of now, treat that as a rumor / theory because there's nothing to confirm it yet. But as I mentioned, there have been multiple reports stating that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are indeed returning and entering for the first time the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, if they are indeed going to be returning, the role that they're going to play has yet to be revealed. They could end up playing a major role in Spider-Man 3, or they could simply be showing up for just a cameo. But one thing that does seem pretty certain is that Sony and Marvel are trying to set up a live-action Spider-Verse. And with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man also comes the report that Marvel Studios has already cast Miles Morales for the MCU. Miles Morales for the MCU has been cast. It did not specifically say for Spider-Man 3. But of course, with Doctor Strange being in Spider-Man 3, Electro probably coming from a different universe, and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield also hopping universes, it would be really awesome if Miles Morales could end up in this little Spider-Verse as well. Another character reportedly appearing in Spider-Man 3 would be coming from a different but also known universe as well. In fact, it would be the same universe as Electro, the Amazing Spider-Man 2's universe. And that character is Harry Osborn. Reported by multiple sources, Osborne and Oscorp could be making their way to the MCU. However, these will reportedly be two different things. Harry Osborn will come from the Amazing Spider-Man 2's universe, but Oscorp will be set up in the MCU by a Norman Osborn existing in the main timeline. According to some reports and rumors, the Avengers Tower, or what used to be the Avengers Tower, is going to be an Oscorp Tower, and we could be getting Norman Osborn. Now, one last character that is reportedly going to be in Spider-Man 3 is character Dr. Spencer Smythe. Now, Dr. Smythe causes a lot of problems for Spidey in the comics, and even worse, he's hired to cause all of these problems for Spidey by J. Jonah Jameson himself, who is another character confirmed to be in Spider-Man 3, who we also saw in the post-credit scene of Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, of course, in true fashion, J. Jonah Jameson thinks that Spidey is a menace, and he gets Dr. Smythe to go after Spider-Man. Now, Dr. Smythe himself doesn't really have any powers, however, he does create a group of robots that give Spidey a lot of problems, and they're called the Spider Slayers. So not only may we see Spider-Man take on some pretty great villains, but he also may be taking on some robots as well. And even if only half of these reports end up being true, Spider-Man 3 is going to be an amazing movie, and hopefully debut and set up the Spider-Verse. So out of all of these characters who are reportedly going to be in Spider-Man 3, let me know which one you think is going to be the most fun to see. And be sure to subscribe so you stay up to date on all of the latest Spider-Man 3 news. Don't forget to give the video a like, and for live updates you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.